Good morning, junior high band. This is Mrs. Helland. Well, it's my voice at least. So I'm sorry I can't be with you today. I have to be at home with my kids who are waiting some test results, but I hope to be back as soon as possible. So welcome to the weirdest day of band ever. I just want to talk you through the syllabus. So by now you should be in your seats and have found your binder on your chair. And you should see inside there'll be a syllabus. So we're going to go through that a little bit. So class procedures. Right away, you're always going to get your instrument from the cabinet and bring it to your chair and set up your stand. A few of you will use the wire ones, which I have in a bucket, but everyone else should get regular ones. You can put your instrument together, go ahead and get organized and warm up. When we clean up this class, I'll give you about 4 minutes to clean up. So at about 9:03 is when I want you to put away the stands neatly, okay? And put your instruments away. Phones. Most of you have them with you probably. If they're in your locker, great. If they're on you, I just ask that I don't see them from bell to bell, okay? Big thing, especially for percussion instruments. If it is not your instrument, please don't touch it, okay? So with that percussion stuff that's being set up in the back, please don't touch. Syllabus and reminders. So I'm hoping that you get this turned in by Friday the 17th, but there's no physical paper to turn in. If you see on Google Classroom, there is an assignment, and I need a parent to kind of send a little line from that, and I want them to send it from their email. And the reason I do that is then I can create kind of an email group for them. So when I need to send out information, it goes to the right people. You should all be in Google Classroom already. If you haven't, make sure you do that today. You should join. There should be an invite for all of you. If you have not been invited, the code is also in your syllabus. Bring pencils with, and I'm going to also use the remind system, which that is also on Google Classroom as well in the stream. For grading. So it's split 80-20. 80% of your grade is based on performance and 20 is on non-performance. During the performance space, every day, a full band and lessons, you get 10 points. You show up and you get 10 points. You can lose 10 points by not having your stuff with, not showing effort, things like that. But otherwise, you'll get your 10 points. The play test, pep band, and performances, that's the other half of this performance. Okay, so it's really important to make it to those things. Non-performance base will be something like your assignment that you have to do today. It's the paper, theory, history, evaluation stuff. So what to do if you've missed a rehearsal or you forgot your instrument. So if you miss a rehearsal, like you have a dentist appointment over this hour and you aren't here at all, or you forgot an instrument, you can make up those days. It's a 1-minute video that you have to do on Classroom. You'll record it on Flipgrid, but it'll go through Classroom. But if you forget your instrument and it's the third time after that, I'm not giving you points back because after the third time, we should know better. If it's a situation where you're logging in from home, like if you're in quarantine or waiting some test results or something like that, just communicate with me. We can get creative depending on if you have your instrument at home or not on how we want to handle that. For concerts, we hope to have 4 concerts this year. The first one is November 1st, and you get to wear costumes for that one. We'll talk more about those later. Then we have a holiday concert where you wear white on the top, black on the bottom. And that's December 13th. That is with the choir. That's a band and choir concert. And then we have 2 just band concerts in the spring. Same thing, white top, black bottom. This year, we hope to have pep band again. So I have 4 on the schedule. We have 2 volleyball and 2 football. Now this is unique. It is required for 7th and 8th grade. 6th grade, because you guys are so new and you've like never seen this music before, it is not required for you guys. It's just for 7th and 8th grade. For pep band, if you're playing at a game, you get in free to that game. Okay, so our first one is Tuesday, September 21st for volleyball. And we've got another volleyball the week after, and then 2 football games. So if you are in some sort of event the same night as that, or you happen to be on like a team that's playing that night, you get exempt from it. But just let me know, like make sure I know, like, hey, I play soccer and we have a game that night. Just tell me because I might not be aware of those things that you're involved in. If you don't tell me, like if you know you're going to be gone because something, you know, you have some family thing planned, but you don't tell me a day beforehand, I'm not going to give you points. If you tell me beforehand, like, hey, we've had this planned, I can't really get to pep band, blah, 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 I'll give you a makeup assignment. It's usually a recording to do. Lessons. So I believe the lesson schedule is already posted. We're going to go back to having 6 lessons in a quarter instead of those 3. So it's basically every full week you're going to have lessons. And if you can't miss class, you still have your makeup lessons during the short weeks. There's a few times, like if there's like 1 or 2 kids in a lesson, you could maybe buddy up into their lesson too. But we can't have more than about 3 or 4 kids in a lesson. There's just no space. We are going to have recordings again. You're going to have various play tests through the quarter. The first one you're going to see posted is Prehistoric Suite. We're going to do some on the full band music, some book exercises, and we're going to do like last year where you record on Flipgrid. So all you have to do is use your Chromebook, and then it'll be on Classroom. If you don't like the grade that you got for that, just keep resubmitting it until the end of the quarter. Okay, just let me know that you're like, hey, I tried again, and I'll listen to it, and we'll get your grade up to where you want it to be, as long as you keep showing that effort and improvement. Frequently asked questions. Where do you put your instrument? Always in the cabinets, okay? Instruments should not be left out anywhere in this room. This room has so many kids that come through here, especially in elementary. So do not leave it out. Make sure it gets in the cabinet. Where does your binder go? We actually can't fit all the binders in our binder holder, so you need to keep it in your backpack or locker with the rest of your books. What if Mrs. Helland is not here, like today, but you need to turn something in? The best idea is the box in the office. Mrs. Fiki can help you get that. If it's just like a little piece of paper, you can set it on my desk. If it's like a Tuesday or Thursday, that's fine. A couple other reminders. Okay, this is big for this group. 8th grade, I am expecting you to be the leaders. Like, especially today when you're going to do the extra assignments that I have ready for you. You need to be the leaders. You kind of know what's going on. You've been through this before, okay? 7th grade, help out. Last year, you were kind of new, but you kind of figured it out too. So you kind of hopefully can feel for those 6th graders that this is a little bit new. So just be helpers. 6th grade, be patient with yourself. You are probably shocked and overwhelmed by the stuff that is in your binder, and I promise you, you are going to be okay. Things you need to realize in this group, these 6th grade students have never, ever gotten to perform in any concert with their band instruments. We were virtual last year, so they never got to have that experience. 7th grade students, if my memory serves me right, you've never actually performed in a band concert. You got to do the elementary concert where we did like Jingle Bells and stuff. You never got to be a part of like the March and May concert with the big kids. So just keep that in mind. In this room with all 50 kids, there are kids who are beginning on their instruments, and we have kids all the way who played like 4 years. They're going on their 4th year of playing their instrument. That's a huge span, okay? So I just want you to be really patient and really helpful in 8th grade, be those leaders, okay? So that's kind of the gist of the syllabus. So there should be a couple other assignments that you see posted on Classroom. So go ahead and start working on those. And go ahead, you can send me emails or send me messages through Classroom today if there are things that you're kind of wondering about, okay? I hope to see you soon.